Guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. Hope you guys are having a great day today. Today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial or a get ready with me style video where I'm going to share with you a everyday makeup look but with a twist. We are going to use some very interesting products which you may not always use, and when you see them you may feel like, okay, is it something which we can use on a regular basis? So that's why I have 3-4 products in this tutorial which are something different, something unique, and I have been doing this makeup look a lot, so I thought of sharing with you. So without much further ado, let's quickly get started with today's video. Okay guys, so let's get started with the tutorial. Let me just push back my hair a little bit. I have already moisturized my face today, but I will still moisturize a little bit because I'm not using a primer. Honestly, these days I don't use that much primer because I am out of most of my primers and I am kind of saving them for like special occasion kind of thing. Okay guys, the moisturizer is in. We'll straight go on to the foundation. I'm going to use the Huda Beauty foundation stick. This is what I use very often these days, and I'm going to show you how I use it. I don't use a lot. I will use very little. I just apply it here, one swipe. Okay, and I use this brush. This is the face shape brush from Juvia. There is a bigger size of this as well. I use that too, but nowadays I'm just using very little foundation, so I find this brush very nice and handy. So I just blend it out, take the foundation like this. My motto is to build up the foundation very slowly, little by little. I don't apply too much foundation at one go. I'll just use wherever I feel like I need coverage, and then I'll just blend it out. This foundation is so beautiful. It matches my skin tone so nicely. The shade is Toffee, by the way. I don't think I mentioned. And it's a beautiful finish foundation. Gives a very natural coverage. And I'm going to apply this just around like the perimeters of the face and on the nose. I'm not going to apply too much around here because there I'm anyways going to apply concealer. So I don't want too much product on my face. Okay. And you can see I'm just hardly applying. I'll definitely use some on my eyelids. I'll take a smaller brush and just concentrate near my mouth area here. Just apply a little bit more over here. Here I have some pigmentation. Wow, I have some unblended foundation over here. I'll blend it out. Okay, now I will take the bigger brush. This is the Juvia brush again. And just blend out everything. Like everywhere. It will give a smooth coverage without it looking too heavy. And I don't have any extra product on this brush. I'm just blending out everything. Okay, next we will take our concealer. This is the Pat McGrath Concealer M15. I'm out of M18. I just ordered it yesterday, the shade M18. So I'm using M15. So this is a little bit light, so I use it generally underneath my eyes. Okay, and if you remember, I didn't apply any foundation underneath the eyes. Just whatever was left on this brush was applied there, and I just blend out my concealer. This one is a Juvia brush again. You guys know how much I love Juvia brushes. But Juvia as a brand has disappeared for a while. I haven't seen new releases from them or anything. I don't know what happened. I have to find out. Don't forget the inner portion of the eyes over here. Okay, especially when you're applying concealer, make sure you're applying this side. This is going to be a very easy makeup look. Since I'm talking and doing my makeup, it's going to take me a little time. But otherwise, it's going to be a very quick makeup look. With the same buffing brush, I'll just blend out the concealer as well. Okay, for the purpose of the video, I haven't really applied anything on the neck. I will do that later. Let's move on to powder. So for powder, I'm using the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder in the shade Honey. It's a very nice match for me. Take my powder brush. This is also from Zoeva. I have other brushes from other brands. Probably in some other tutorial I'll use. But these are right in front of me because I use them almost every day. So I'll take a little bit of powder, tap off the excess, and first place underneath the eyes. You can see how brightened it looks, smooth and brightened. Okay, I just love this powder. I think I cannot buy any other powder. Laura Mercier translucent setting and even the hourglass one, they are my favorite. And just apply. Look at that, how smooth my face has become. Okay, apply it here. I'll apply it everywhere, of course, but I'm just applying first to the center of my face. Apply it on the eyelids, don't forget, on the brows also, because we are going to do the eyebrows, so I usually apply here also. Then the brow product also goes on very smoothly. Okay, that's the base done. Very nice and smooth base, and it doesn't look heavy at all. It's very natural. Now I'll do the brows. That's my next step. So for brows, I usually use this one, the Benefit Browsing Palette. I already have a review video on this. This is my go-to brow product for a long time now. This is how the palette looks like, and I have used the shade Medium Deep for my brow hairs. This is perfect. It comes with these three, like a lot of shades you can use. I usually use these two shades, the powder ones, and there is some cream product also which I also use sometimes, not all the time. So now also I'll use the powder one. So they have these angled brushes inside, and with that I'm going to do my brows. So just line the brows first. In that other video I have a complete demo, so I'll just skip this part. Okay, brows are done. I'm also going to use this brow product from Anastasia Beverly Hills, the highlighting duo, and I'm going to use the matte side just to highlight underneath the brows. Today's makeup look is not going to be too much of a heavy eyeshadow look. We are doing a very simple everyday kind of makeup look, so take your time and apply some products on the brows to make it look lifted. Okay, so this is the ABH highlighting duo pencil in the shade Matte and Lace. Okay, let's move on to the eyeshadow. So for eyeshadow, I'm not going to use too much eyeshadow, but I'm going to use this palette because it's right in front of me. This is the Odens Solmane 2 palette. You guys must be thinking, show a colorful look in since you're using this palette. But with this palette, I'm not going to do too much of a colorful look, but we are going to do a simple use of colors for this look. I actually wanted to apply something on the eyelids, but this palette doesn't really have a light color, so I'm not going to apply anything on the eyelids. We'll keep it plain. Okay, for the lower lash line we are going to use some color. So for this eye look we really just need few eye brushes, which are like very small eye brushes, and we are going straight into the palette. We are going to use this color. This is the color Galaxy. It's a purple color, so you can use any kind of purpley shade, purpley plum shade. Okay, and I'm going to apply it in the lower lash line. So this is a kind of a colorful eye look without using too much color. Okay, that's the first shade in the lower lash line. Just apply it in the outer thirds. Then on top of this, I will use a little bit of this dark blue. So you can use any kind of dark blue shade which you have, and I'll apply just at the tip. I'll not take it completely inside, just at the tip, just to give a little bit of a blue gradient. Okay, once you're done with this, I'll apply blue eyeliners. This is from Chambor in the shade Royal Blue 04. These are the Chambor XTremeEyes Kohl pencil. These are from India, in case you are not aware. So you can take any kind of royal blue eyeliner and apply in the lower lash line. And on top of the royal blue eyeliner, I will apply a little bit of this Colourpop cream gel liner in the shade Prance. Okay, this will go in the inner portion. Like so. Okay, so it kind of gives a gradient. Now I'm going to apply eyeliner. For eyeliner, I'm going to use the Urban Decay Perversion eyeliner for the top lash line. We'll do a thin line, not too thick. So whenever you're applying the concealer or the foundation on the face, since I don't have any kind of eye makeup on, powder eyeshadow, so definitely put concealer and foundation and powder on the eyelids without fail. Before I apply mascara in the inner corners, I will just use this light purpley shade here, this one, in the inner corners, just slightly. So I'm using the Bite Beauty mascara here, which is very defining. I quite like it. It's lengthening and defining. Okay, the eye makeup is done. Now let's go on to the face. I'd applied foundation almost everywhere, so we'll use a little bit of bronzer. We are going to use the Huda Beauty Glowish bronzer. Okay, it is the shade Deep Tan. So I'll do a very light bronzing. Just near the cheekbones. It's a very pretty bronzer. It doesn't look too much, it blends very nicely with my skin tone. I'll apply a little bit here. I'm using a contour brush, by the way, so it's more like a contour plus bronzing. I think that's it. That's how I will keep it for now. Let's move on to blush. Today I'm going to use a very interesting blush, and this is one of the interesting products I was saying we will use. This is the Clinique Cheek Pop blush in the shade Pancy Pop 15. It's a lavender blush, lavendery blush, and it has a slight bit of a sheen. It's so pretty, isn't it? It has a flower on top, and I never thought that purple could look so good as a blush. And this is one of the blushes I'm using so much these days, and I'm really liking it. So we'll apply a little bit of this blush. You see how the purple looks. So this blush is very subtle. It's not too much at all. You can just load up your brush and apply. Still it doesn't look too much. You can see the purple hue. Looks so nice. It looks so good, and it has such a smooth application. Look at that. It just blends with the skin. I'm going to get a full size of this. This is actually a tiny one. For some promotion I had received it, or I think I had got a Clinique kit in which this blush was there. I'm definitely getting a full size one. This is like one of the finds of this year, this blush, the purple blush. If you have tan skin like me, definitely try something like this, a light purple blush. Now the blush doesn't have to be too pigmented. If it's too pigmented, I don't know how it will be. This is not like too heavy. It just blends beautifully with the skin. Okay, I think even more than pink blushes, I like this one. That's the purple Clinique blush, Pancy Pop. Definitely a must try if you have tan skin. Something very different. Another interesting product which I'm going to use is, see, this blush is supposed to give you a slight bit of a sheen, but it doesn't really have too much sheen. It's not matte, not too sheen. So you can use it very effortlessly, but I want some sheen. So I'm going to use a purple highlighter on this. So I had this palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Aurora palette. It's quite old in my collection, but I haven't really used it that much, so it's like almost like brand new. Nothing has happened to it. And I'm going to use this lavender highlighter. It looks so good with this blush, and I have used it quite a bit. Last video which I did on the eyeshadow palette collection, there also I'm wearing this highlighter. It looks really pretty. So we are applying, we haven't applied any kind of eyeshadow, but we are applying purple highlighter. And I will apply like this so that you get like a lifted look. Okay, it looks so pretty. This blush and this highlighter combo has compelled me to try new things, and this kind of a look I can definitely wear only when I don't have too much going on around the eyes. So the eyes I have kept very minimal, but the face blush I've done something different. So that was the twist which I was talking about. Okay, I think I'm almost done. We'll do lip liner and we will do the lipstick. For lipstick also I will like to keep it very neutral nude, because I have something going on here, and the eye look is also like not too simple, it's quite dramatic. So will you use a nude lipstick? So I'm using this Toffee shade. It's actually not a nude, it's kind of like a brown shade, and it looks nude on me. So let's apply this one, and it has a very nice undertone. So that's the Juvia's Place lipstick in the shade Toffee. Okay guys, so that's the finished makeup look for today. A very neutral, everyday friendly makeup look, but with a twist. Do let me know how you think this look turned out, and if you have any questions for any of the products used in today's video, do let me know in the comment section. If you liked this video, then please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you're watching me for the first time, I really hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again really soon in my next video. Bye.